All right, everybody. Welcome back to week 8 of my PMC, league battles. Guys, I'm your favorite coach, the Shinryu Johan, and it is really early, so forgive me for not having the lack of enthusiasm I normally do have. Forgive me for that. But guys, before I go on anything, again, favorite coach here, Shinryu Johan. And one thing I want to ask you guys to do, if you like in these battles and you like in me being a part of the league, hit the like button, demolish it, and next to it, a new thing I'm telling people, there is a little bell. Hit that bell so you'll be notified whenever a new battle comes up, whenever new content drops in. There's going to be a lot of content dropping in this coming week. So I just wanted to give you a little FYI, spoiler alert there. Now, this week we are up against the Verd, coach of the Tampa Bay Frogadiers, and it was an interesting battle. I did a lot of prep for him, and you guys are going to see that, and you guys are going to be able to see a few things. Now, what he brought was Zygarde, which I haven't seen since week 1, Tangrowth, Nidoqueen, Cressula, and again, I haven't seen since week 1, we have Skimorky, and again, Clefable. And as you guys know, last time we were horribly underprepared for Clefable. This time is a little bit different of a story. And we were prepared for pretty much anything it had. With this week, we brought Superior, Azumarill, Jolt to Jolteon, Mega Charizard X, Goodra the God, and Donphan. And you're going to be able to see a lot of interesting things I'm doing in this battle, but you guys came here for that, so let's get into that. We've been talking long enough. Now, this is actually my first week. I actually had to increase my memory in my DS because I needed it for, the Sun and Moon demo and a half Sun and Moon. So hopefully none of this lags out. This is like the third time I've done this. Now, to begin things off with, immediately, he brought out Clefable, I sent out Superior, and I tried to go for the Toxic to go ahead and get him really good and prepared, but he switched into Skimorky, and I was like, okay, there's no point in us staying in. Skimorky's steel and flying were horribly outbeat. Let's get out of there. He takes the opportunity to get up his rocks, which I figured was going to happen, so it'll give me a free switch in. So we, go back to the usual basics. Megazard's on the field. We got to evolve them. League rules. We get them in a Megazard X. And we go for the Flare Blitz. Now I figured Flare Blitz would be able to go ahead and take out this guy. Easy peasy, no breezy. He held on because of Sturdy. So he got 1 HP left. We take our recoil damage. And he whirlwinds us out. Now, mind you, I wasn't worried about the recoils because we brought Roost on the Zard. And we got another Gutmon that we could be able to do damage with Azumarill. We take Stealth Rock damage. He gets a little bit of life back from his lefties. And he switches it out before it could even get taken out. So, New Day Rocks comes in, which is the Tangrowth. Now, I was waiting for this Tangrowth to come. So we go for the Aqua Jet because we thought if you would have left it in, we would have took it. Does next to nothing, as we figured. So we're calling Azumarill back, and we're going to go into Goodra the God, because anything he throws at us, we're going to be able to eat, and eat well. So we can take our Stealth Rock damage. He goes for the knockoff, knocking off our Assault Vest, which we, again, weren't really too worried about. Now, he gets intimidated. He pulls him back, goes for, I don't know how to say that. So basically, at this point, we get Cressula on the field, and we're going for the Ice Beam. The Ice Beam doesn't do as much as we wanted. Leftovers kicks in and makes it even lesser than that. Rather than trying to stick on this battle, we just said, let's get out of here. I looked at the damage calc. It wasn't going to do much damage. We go to Donphan. Now, with Donphan on the field, I figured we got an opportunity to really clean things up and try to take things back. So he starts Calm Minding. The pressure at that point is being put on me. I know that I can't take too much of a special attack with this Donphan, so I decided let's go ahead and get these rocks up off the field. Now, Lefties kicks in, making the damage that Goodra did pretty much non-existent. And unfortunately, as I said, we couldn't take a special attack. So before we could even get our move off, the Donphan's gone. So our sweeper's off the field, completely gone. So I decided to go into Jolt. Now, we're going to take a little bit of Stealth Rock, but at this point, it's well worth it. It's well worth it. So we go for the T-Bolt, hoping that we can go ahead and get some damage off. sadly enough, he's calm mining. So his special defense has gone up now, +2. I was hoping that we could get the para hacks off and maybe do something more. But at this point, we're just getting special attack is not going to do anything. So I'm saying let's calm on back. Let's get a physical attacker out on the field, somebody that can do some damage. So we go to Awesome Arrow. Stealth Rock kicks in, and this Stealth Rock is kicking our ass this fight. He goes for the Moonlight, thinking that we would have did way more damage, I guess. I'm assuming that. I mean, don't quote me on it, but we at this point are like, alright, we can pretty much take anything he's going to dish out. Which we did barely. So we go for the knockoff. It does a clean 50% of damage and gets that lefties out of the field. So we decide to go for the Aqua Jet because we know he's going to stick in to go ahead and get as much damage in as we can. And he Moonlights. So the Moonlights, it's a thing. And he gets a good chunk of his life back. And the damage we've done is pretty much gone. He outspeeds. And that's it for Awesome Arrow when we decide to go back for another knockoff. When we should have just did another knockoff to begin with. But we were trying to be a little bit more prepared. Now, Zard X comes in, and he takes a little bit more than I want him to with it, but we decide to go for the Flare Plus. We figure at this point, with this much damage, Cressula's done. Cressula lives. The Moonlight kicks in again, and it brings up her life a lot more than what I thought it was, and I'm like, you know what, we're here, we're going down, let's do it. We're going to go for another Flare Plus, and we go for it. And what do you know, guys? KO, critical hit kicks in, that Cressula's down and out the way, but now we have nothing to deal with the Clefable. So that's where I got a little bit concerned again. So I decided to go into Superior in case he does go into Tangrowth. Now he brings out China. Now this is where the battle goes downhill for us. So I'm like, alright, we can get a Leaf Storm off, and it misses. It clean misses. The Poison Jab comes in and it takes us out at that range with a crit. At this point, I only got a few more Mons left. Gudra, mind you, does not have an Assault Vest on at this point. We're at half-life with the damage we've taken early and everything, and it outspeeds. And that's that right there, guys. The fight's pretty much done. Sap Sipper Gudra. If we had Gooey, we might have slowed him down a little bit, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. We got JoJo, we go for the hidden power, Ice, trying to go ahead and get as much damage off, hoping for a crit. We do a good about 40% damage, but that EQ, and if you guys know anything about Jolteons, they are frail. They are horribly frail, and that's the fight. We lost the Verd, which brings our record to 2-6 now. Now, it's pretty safe to say that we're not going to go to the finals unless we win every fight. We got week 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 4 weeks left. If we win our fight next week against the Chicago Flops, against the Misty Drapions, I don't know who our fight in week 11 is, but I know our fight in week 12 is this Dallas Stars. And I've already got a team prepared for them, actually, so that we can go ahead and win and beat them. And I got a little something special for him. Week 9, though, I do have week 9 team already picked out and planned, and pretty much I just have to get them taken care of. But nonetheless, we have it, and we're gonna go for that win, and we're gonna get it. We're not out all the way. We still can get wild card if we get these wins. I think if we get all 4 of them, we get it. I think if we miss one, we won't. But nonetheless, we're going for it. We're not down. We're not out. Again, guys, follow all the coaches, all the analysts here in the PMC. They put a lot of hard work in the finest hard work. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. All right, peace.